What is going on, my baby brothers, my Sami and sisters? They just here with another advanced rules of the web replay analysis. Today, we're going to actually be examining a very unique foggy matchup, Sami versus Kindle. Now, why is this unique and rare? Well, typically, Sami is considered tier 4 in fog, whereas Kindle is considered tier 3. So upon first inspection, seems like Sami's actually working a bit at a handicap. However, we have ourselves here a quite unique map that actually makes the matchup a lot closer than it first looks. Now, this map right here is called Dirty Martini. It's currently in the Global League Fog Pool. It's a low-income map with 18k per side if everyone has equal properties. There's a few unique things about this map right here. Number one is this black boat on the HQ. Now, I highly advise you to not keep it on the HQ because this is actually an incredible ferry for infantry and mechs to shift them to the front lines over here, which automatically starts to make mechs better and infantry better, which is a boon for Sami. So this black boat right here. Other thing notable about this map is this terrible base in the corner. Now, it takes a long time to reinforce over this way, and you can't actually go over here. So you have this weak side over here, and you have a strong side towards the bottom. So this is your weak side going to the right over here is black, and your strong side is going to the bottom. The only way to really link them up is to bust open this pipe seam, but that would only negligibly help this weak side go to the strong side. So, and I don't think you'd want to bring the strong side of the weak side to go through these forests over here. So typically you're not going to want to bust open this pipe seam. You don't even really want to bust open this pipe seam over here as well. But you have this really bad base over here that serves as a very delayed base to reinforce the strong side. So you have a 2 base in the airport strong side, and then you have a 1 base weak side. And look at this terrible reinforcement line. You got to go over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house. And I'm telling you right now, grandmother's house is not worth this commute right here. Her cookies are not worth this commute. So this is a pretty bad reinforce over here. So how will Sami remedy that? Well, the thing is she has T-copters. And she can put a T-copter here or here. And then a mech can actually go from here to the front lines in like a turn. So instantly this can become a mech ferrying base. Actually, it's even better if the T-copter goes here, because normally you have no reinforce over here on your weak side from this other base, but with a T-copter, a mech can actually get to the front line in 1 turn. So automatically, mechs are boosted by this black boat here, and by the potential T-copters ferrying from this normal ass cheeks base. But then it can be boosted by these T-copters. So, let's talk about contested properties. First thing that eye pops in the map. What is contested automatically goes to those comm towers right there. Those are the most contested properties on this map right here. And I love comm tower contested maps. If you know me well, I love maps with contested comm towers because people usually go crazy when they don't have a comm tower when they should have a comm tower. Normally you have a little more stally, people are chilling out. But when someone has a comm tower and the other person does not have the comm tower, people just lose their shit. So the most contested property here, the other 2 contested properties on each side is these 2 properties here and these 2 properties over here. Now, these middle properties are kind of fool's gold. You look like, oh, maybe I can flip them over here. I mean, these 3 are going to go to red, and these 3 are going to go to black over here. But this is within 2 turns, this tank can interrupt this cap over here, so you're not really going to flip that as black. And over here as well, it's going to be 2 turns away from this base over here. You're not going to flip that as black as well. So these are fool's gold middle bases, especially people might think, oh, if I bust open the pipe seam, I can really win the middle. Like, it's not really going to happen that way. So don't fall for the middle ruse over here. Focus on the corners. You want to get the comm tower and you want to get these 2 properties as red. And likewise as black over here. You have a pretty decent airport. Like I said, the T-copter is amazing, but also B-copters are pretty good. You can actually front shift them to your weak side if you go through this little hole in the pipe seams over the rivers as well, so you can catch your opponent off guard. But typically your B-copters are going to reinforce your strong side down over here. So Sami is good for a few reasons, like I said. You have the black boat reinforce, you have the T-copter reinforce. Also, low income helps Sami as well. So when she's building a mech, say your opponent builds a tank, you build a mech, you save 4k. What are you going to use that 4k on? More tanks, more battlecopters, taking up to a medium tank, taking up to a neo tank. So with those 4k, every time you build a mech that actually goes to the front line, so if you build a mech here, it goes to the front line faster than a tank. So it's cheaper than a tank, and it goes to the front line faster than a tank. The only thing that's not good for it is its movement after you get to the front line, and its defense is not as good as a tank. Other than that, it's just as good, if not better than a tank. So keep that in mind. So every time you're saving 4k, Sami gets an extra 4k, Sami gets an extra 4k. and she has the flexibility of bringing her mechs over to the weak side over here to catch the opponent off guard who expects an easy weak side fight. Oh, I'm going to beat this guy over here and get the comm tower. Not the case. Also, these mountains are incredibly important. You want to have them under control as red so you can see all the vision. You won't see any, or you will see all front shifting shenanigans going on. So whoever controls this mountain has a shit ton of vision. Artillery, some people are like, oh, if I'm black, I can put artillery there. Well, if red has this mountain, they're going to see an artillery come into there over there. And a mech can go over here, and with superpower, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to one-shot that artillery. Or actually, from here, it just only takes a Sami power. So artillery are pretty decent, but yeah, you don't want to put them on your weak side over here. So anyway, I thought this was a really good matchup. Sidewinder played a phenomenal Sami. It's kind of rare you see a well-played Sami and Fog at a high level, so I really wanted to show this example right here. So anyway, without further ado, let us begin. So, in the top, in the black hole, we got Neverlock. In the bottom, in red Sidewindies, we got Sidewinder. That didn't even make sense. In Sami, we got Sidewinder. So first things first, you got to go for this base over here. Everyone's got the standard infantry builds. Now, some people might, property chain or airport. I'm on team airport over here. Might not seem intuitive, but I like the airport to get the T-copter early. Boost all the way over here. You're getting those contested properties. So I like the early airport, especially as Sami. T-copters have +1 movement. APCs have +1 movement. Blackwood's have +1 movement. Don't forget it. So let's see what each of them does. Goes for the airport. Smart boy. Sidewindy. We're on the same page. Now, you could cross this weak infantry over to this side over here. It's a possibility. And we have our first recon, actually. I was actually surprised to see this. Sami, usually you spam recons versus Sami, not as Sami. And this is also on the weak side. You have to go through to Grandma's house, and her freaking house is in the middle of nowhere. It's in the place where, like, people have sex with their cousins, so you don't want to go over there. But building a recon over there, both of them going for the airport. Smart. These guys are good players. Like I said, they know what they're doing. So they're both building recons, but this one is from this really backwards base over here. And, I mean, it's backwards, but look, it's all shoals and roads and cities for the most part, so it can actually get to the front line pretty quickly. So we got recons on the same exact side, and I think this is a really, like, wild card move using this recon on the weak side. He will not be expecting this. So if black actually goes for this comm tower early, like I said, it's the most contested. If he tries to really boost it and get it quicker than getting these two properties over here, the recon will be in position. So it's a gamble, but it might work. And there we go. Doesn't go for the comm tower, though. Goes for this property. I might have gone for these two. You boost it over here, it comes out here, capture, capture, nice chain. And then this one doesn't concern himself with that, he concerns himself with these corner properties. See, this might be a little fool's goldy. Alright. It's not terrible, though. If you're going to go to the front like that, you might as well go for the comm tower of these two properties. And he is going for this comm tower, it looks like, because there's nothing else in range for black, so... But red is prepared. Black has no idea. He's like, there's no way in hell red would build a recon on his weak side, right? Riki gets in position. He's ready to beepy. And look, he can actually interrupt this or that. So red, if black built a recon over here instead of here, he would have been able to interrupt this property, or actually attack him. He won't be able to interrupt. He's too late. He's a turn late. But at least attack. And look, beautiful boosty. Beautiful boosty. You love to see it. You love to see it. So, can't complain about that. Captures this property, okay, sure. Doesn't build any more units. Doesn't quite have enough for a T-copter. He would have had to base skip one infantry. Not worth it to get a T-copter this early to base skip, so... But there's two freaky Rikis on the board. No tanks to stop them, so... But this recon actually will be able to stop this recon from attacking, so... Not a bad decision right here to have this right back over here. Defending the infantry. So there is a defender for this infantry, but I don't know. I don't know if that infantry is long for this world, personally. So you have to be careful here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this recon, if it attacks from this plains right here, this recon will attack from the city and probably knock it down to like 2 or 3. So red has to be careful. Another recon. We got the triple recon Newman build. You love to see it. I love maps where recons are really effective. So what will red do here? Doubles in here, and smart move. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can't wrap around. And since he can't go through this forest, he can only attack from this plain or this road over here. So effectively, red shuts black off from using his Kindle advantage of attacking from a city or a comm tower. and he'll have to attack from either a bridge or a plane. Smart move by the red in positioning. We have our first tank over here by red on his weak side. Red is favoring his weak side. Maybe he's going to build a T-copter, and then a mech will go over here, and this will be his strong side. Mechs from this, vehicles from this. Heck, you can even bring a copter through this little hole, this gap in the pipe seam. This could become red's strong side. That's Sami's strength. Sami has flexibility on this map. What will red do? No T-copter. You know, tanks. Okay. Standard, old-fashioned way. Attack from the plane, actually very aggressive, because if there was a tank right here, that'd be dead. And red, actually, he could kill it off with this infantry, but and sit his recon on there, but I think he's actually going to go for the more contested property right here. Recon probably will knock it to like 3 or 2, because he needs 4 to actually cap it, so I don't think that's going. Probably going to go down to 3. I think it's actually guaranteed to go down at 3 at least. And we have more black boat reinforcements via, more infantry reinforcements via the black boat. Going for the cap over here, but since you went for this one early, not contested. This is contested. Beepy, banky. I don't know what that even means, but I'm going to say it anyway. And we got some caps over here by red. Mech over here maybe would be good. Mech here. Either tank or tank. Either would be very good. There we go. Mech right there. Will we see a tank from the far back base, or are we going to see from the weak side? He is loving these weak side tanks. I can't blame him. Once you get hooked, it's hard to stop. And ignoring this cap. Really going for the hyper-aggressive, going for this cap over here. Although this was still going to get it fine. Foregoing this cap, I don't know. It seems a little dubious. You might lose like 2 to 3k ignoring it, because he's been ignoring this for a while now. He could have captured this right here. What did he do with this infantry instead of going... he brought it to the front line. Okay. I mean... This guy back here is kind of just sitting around. Okay, this I get. You get the comm tower, but you could have put him there, captured there. Okay. Anyway, he ignores that property another turn. What will black do? Just go property over here. It's not really contestable by red, so he should not be attacking into there. And here's the double combo. Bang, bang. Thank you, Mang. Thank you, Mangs. And red's recon. I think it's going to kill off that 2 HP infantry. It needs 2 more, but that's going to go beepity. It looks like we're going to have both comm towers denied. Now, I don't know how long this is going to be happening for. And red actually cannot counterattack this infantry over here on the road. He'd love to knock that down to like a 2, because he's got the Sami firepower bonus, but he has no vision, so he can't even see either of these units. So that kind of sucks. So he can just like sit in the mountain. But if he sits in the mountain, then the recon's going to attack from the comm tower, and it's going to finish him off. So he kind of wants to like just chill somewhere. What will he do with that infantry? Kills off that infantry over there. And not contestable. He's about to lose that infantry. Don't like that. But, you know, whatever. Not the end of the world. Mech comes here. Infantry goes there. But he's going low on fuel. And there's no dock to put this in. So what is he going to do? Because you really love that black boat. It's so useful. How's he? That's how. APC. APC will refuel that and act as a mech transport. So a lot of transports going on over here. Still has to build a T-copter, which I would say is better than this black boat or the APC. I think both are not as good as a T-copter, but whatever. He'll probably get one eventually. Beepity beep, easy kill. Gonna capture that property regardless. Gonna kill off that. And now it's gonna be hard to interrupt over here. This pesky infantry, because whatever attacks is gonna get smacked, one-shotted by this tank over here, basically. So gotta be careful. Recon blocks the comm tower. Red cannot get it. He sees the mech over here. It's a little scary. Both players have pretty equal income, though. Both of them have been doing pretty much similar things. Black is definitely going heavy invest over here. Red is heavily investing over... Actually, he's going kind of half and half. Mechs over here and tanks over here. So he's using his weak side as vehicle reinforce. Okay. Okay, he can two-shot and sit on it and capture. But that's not going to survive. There's going to be a tank attack. There's going to be an infantry attack from a mountain. It's going to be guaranteed to hit KO, probably. Actually, since there is no comp tower, I don't think tank and infantry is guaranteed anymore. So you could get a low roll. So we shall see. APC saves the black boat. Mech comes in. Now, I know what you're thinking. Mech goes in there. Somehow, this transfers it to the APC. I mean, that would be awesome. It's like putting an infantry into a T-copter, and the T-copter goes into a cruiser. The cruiser moves the T-copter, then the T-copter comes out, and then the infantry comes out. That could be like 12 movement or something. Sadly, you cannot go transport from a mech from a black boat to an APC. That'd be so cool, though. Imagine that. You go here, boing, and then your APC's over here, boing. It's like baton passing, like in a race. But sadly, can't do that. That'd be cool, though. Builds a artillery on his weak side. I guess with the idea of putting it in this, but this is the part where I'm starting to disagree with Sidewinder. I think he's played pretty well so far. Artillery on weak side, though. He really wants a T-copter, I guess. I think that's the only reason why you would do that, right? No, because he had 6k. I was like, oh, T-copter infantry. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. What would I do instead? How much money did he have? Honestly, mech, T-copter, mech. This T-copter goes here for this mech, and this mech is already handled by these two over here. So mech, T-copter. You save up some funds. That'd be a pretty damn good build, not gonna lie. But there's no push over here. You have one single mech, and this recon is really holding him at bay. So Black is probably gonna get a 2-hit KO. I'd guess that's over a 60% chance. Yeah, that's gonna be a one-shot. Boonk. Oh, no comm tower. Guess not. No comm tower. The calcs don't work. So Red luckily has this property. Does not have this, whereas Black does. So Black has an advantage in the contested properties right now. Neither have the comm tower, but Black does not, or Red does not have this property. Black has this, so there's not some symmetry going on here. So Black should be pretty happy so far. I mean, Black needs to get an income advantage because Kindle is the aggressive CO on this map. You don't really want to allow Sami to get more mechs and then save up for a victory march, and then you lose all the contested properties in the front line, and then her Neo tanks and teched up units come out into play. So Kindle wants that income advantage. So here comes the mech storm. Look at that beautiful little boosties right here. You love to see it. And there's more mechs coming, don't you worry. So, and if he gets a CO power, that mech will cover this. This is really good positioning. This is getting scary. There is not a single fighting vehicle here. All the same, this mech covers everything. This mech covers everything. The only thing that's alone is this infantry over here. Beautiful coverage by Red. This is like chef's kiss. Just don't like this artillery. And now, like I said, you build mechs. You save up money. Where's that money going? Teched up units. Medium tanks. So, this medium tank, how will Black even kill this? He won't so far. He needs more copters or something to do with this medium tank. That's scary. Oof. Luckily for Red, Black cannot reveal this tank in the forest and attack from the city. He knows it's there, but he can't quite reveal it on this plane over here and attack, so he will not be able to attack it. But we have the double KO over here. Odd low, though. This is looking bad for Red. Black might be overextending. The mechs are pissed. This is where Sami's going to shine. Her infantry are going to smack all these Black infantry. Ooh, it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. So Black might be getting a little cocky over here. It's like, I got my Comto over here. I got 3 tanks versus 2. Got more infantry. Easy. I'm going to win on one side and both sides. No. Like I said, be a piston. Attack on one side, pull back on the other. Don't attack on the same on both sides at the same time. It's like punching someone with 2 hands. Buh. Buh. You ever see Mike Tyson punch someone with 2 hands? Buh. Yeah, you might be watching like the Special Olympics. They'll be punching people with 2 hands, okay? You don't do that in real life. You block with 1 hand around your head like this. Boom. Boom. That's what you do. So let's see what happens when you punch with 2 hands. You get your recon murdered in cold blood. This infantry gets murdered. Free kills, basically. Gonna get this comm tower, most likely. Unless you can somehow sack this and recon interrupt, but I think that's 100% Reds now. I don't see any way that Black can stop that. If he does somehow stop it, he's gonna have to sack a lot of units, and I don't think it's worth it. Let's see, he would have to infantry attack here, recon attack here, sack the 3 HP. I think that would knock it down to 4, though, and that's still capturing a Sami. You'd need to knock it down to 3. And without a comm tower, that's a roll, so we'll see what happens. Wouldn't recommend it, though. But Red, he's not even attacking the tank over here. He's like, I will not allow that comm tower. Okay. Really doesn't want that comm tower. Brink is in the artillery. Okay, it's not covering the comm tower, but it's covering these tanks. Actually really good positioning right there. And the tanks are not actually next to any cities, so these are pretty safe. Medium tank doesn't quite cover, though. If this was a tank, instead of a medium tank, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So even if it was a tank, it would not cover these tanks. So, okay. Doesn't really make a difference. Builds an anti-air, smart, prophylactic move. It's a late anti-air, but this is a late copter map, so it kind of makes sense to build an anti-air instead of day 8 to 10, 12. That'll do. That'll do. Because you've already been seeing so many tanks and whatnot, you're not really expecting a copter regardless. But look at black. Contested property captured. Contested property captured. But I don't think that's going to be holding for black over there. So it's not the end of the world. Tank comes in. Infantry comes in. Just flooding with all these tanks. And now there's a copter. This will not cover in 2 turns. What can red do? I mean, he might attack this, attack that, and infantry kills if he really wants the comm tower advantage. Black is going to allow this comm tower. Wild card. Forgot about the Urban Blight. He can stop this cap. Will he? He will. Brings it down to 2. That's the power Urban Blight, baby. So, does interrupt the comm tower 1 extra turn longer, but I mean, he's going to combine. He's not going to allow that. They're both stopping the comm tower. Both of them really double time. Not saving it for a victim, so he can kill off that infantry. I guess that was one of the ideas here. Mech can attack this. It's not going to one-shot, though. Not without a comm tower, it's not. So what's this double time going to accomplish? That's a one-shot. He can't really... He can attack this. Okay. Medium tank does not reveal itself. It cannot be seen by black. Black does not see this medium tank, so it's a surprise. But this anti-air is late, man. Maybe it was late. Maybe I was being too forgiving at the end. It's a late anti-air. Should have been built turn 11, I guess. So, builds an anti-air. Freaking out. Like, oh, I don't know. Mech, one shot. Now, 2 of these combined, it will one-shot, or 2-shot, right? Ooh, feisty. Actually, he lost the vision by doing that, though. Okay, so what's the... Okay, this plus this will kill. And then I guess he's going to capture this and this. Honestly, I thought he'd go cap here. Don't even get the comm tower. You'll get it next turn. Instead, though, he really wants that comm tower. And he wants that property as well. I guess he's like, I'll get this anyway. No worries. So red is threatening both contested properties over here. Two feisty mechs. This tank will not reach. These mechs will only be attacked by infantry, actually. So, what will black do? Well, black is winning over here at least. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If this copter can get onto the city and attack the medium tank, it'll probably knock it down to like 7 or 6. Probably 6 with the Sami power active into a comm tower. He can't... Ooh. No, he's not going to do it. And it's actually good that he doesn't, because actually the anti-air would reach then. Tank cannot quite kill off the artillery. Boom, bang, blang, bang, ring. Dodge, durang, go. So red's probably going to attack this if we do that to stop the cap. Medium tank attacks this, kills it on the road. That seems pretty doable. Gotta keep this anti-air hidden now, so you want to keep it in this forest or this forest. Curious which one he'll put it in. Okay, so probably gonna put it in this forest. Boom. Yeah, you want to keep it hidden. Captures the property, captures the... This is a global league, man. This is not even live league. You gotta capture the comm tower first before you attack. Did that matter though? I don't know. But gotta capture the comm tower first, bro. Boom. Oh, not quite a one-shot. Oh, that's a pretty lucky rollback there too. Does 1 whole damage. Wow. Probably had some chip damage. Look at these boosties. Badoosty. Look at these mechs. Oh my god, they're so beautiful. You love to see it. First copter by red. Red is playing very well. This artillery's been... okay. But now looks like black. I don't see how red stops this now. So both of them are going to have the comm tower. What red wants now is to capture both of these and deny black this. And he hasn't even captured this one. That's how aggressive red has been. He hasn't even captured this property that should be easily his. Now this is dumb. Fool's gold. Fool's gold. And black is actually busting this pipe seam anyway. So you see there's damage on this. Go down here and maybe shift, or you go up here and put pressure. No. He's gonna learn quickly he's a Mang's infantry, and that's his life. So black is easily gonna capture this comm tower. Red has no vision whatsoever. So what can red do here? Look at this. This is how bad his vision is. You there, man? Where's the copter? Huh? That's what he's doing. Reveals. Okay, he can attack the tank or interrupt the cap. Which will he choose? Interrupts the cap. He really values this income advantage. Can't blame the dude. So now red has an income advantage, soon to be 19k once he captures this easy property over here. Copter is going towards the weak side. Like I said, red is really fixated on this weak side over here. His normal weak side. Sami's made it strong. I shouldn't be referring to it as a weak side. It's now red's strong side. And this is his mech side. There's a strong side and a mech side. There's no weak side. Only strong and mechs. So red's looking pretty good. He's got a shit ton of mechs. He's playing Sami so far very well. Down a tier. Still dead equal. I could even argue that red is ahead here in some respects. Look, he ends the turn below unit value. So on paper, black is ahead, but red does have the income advantage. Better positioning over here with the mechs. So it's a little dubious. Red threw away some units over here. I mean, if he attacked this tank, he would have been ahead in unit value, but City focused on the income. Ooh, that hurts. Gong. That hurts. Oofers. So that kind of sucks. And now there's, this is scary. Like I said, like if you're not using mechs to ferry over here, this is still your weak side. Like you can pump out a vehicle every turn, but there's gonna have 2 vehicles, maybe even a third, like with the copter coming down here. The law of large numbers, man. You can keep it going for a bit, but after a while, it's gonna naturalize to a certain point. And when you have more bases, you're gonna produce more units. It's gonna win eventually. I don't even know if that's the actual law of large numbers, but we're going to pretend it is. So, he has income advantage though. Good for him. Yahoo! Yahoo! Neo Tank. Mech Money. Neo Tank. Mech Money. Neo Tank. Should be a new rap song. Mech Money. Neo Tank. Mech Money. Neo Tank. He died like a dog. He died like a dog, but 1, 2, 3, 4. One's gonna die to this. Copter's gonna attack again, so it's actually black might be overextending a bit. He's gonna get this property, but he's overextending. Oh, this might block. Nope, not blocking. Okay. Reveals. He sees the copter now. Alright, red's gonna have a strong counterattack here. Black a little too cocky. You got 2 cocky boys. And there's a big meaty Neo Tank. Almost said needy. He's needy, actually. He's a very needy medium Neo Tank. Double time. I wouldn't use it here. Retreat. This still one-shots that. Anti-air kills one. Copter kills the other. What is the use of a double time here? I would save up for a Victory March. Oh, you gotta save up for a Victory March. What are you gonna do here, bro? Okay, that's gonna one-shot. Okay. Yeah, okay. I can't justify that double time. If you get a Victory March, maybe you can sneak a couple of these Fool's Gold properties. Maybe you can even sneak that. Recapture that. Yeah, I don't like that. Are we going to see an Urban Blight, or are we going to see a High Society? Nah, just Urban Blight. Which is a safe call. It's good. You know, it's safe. High Society is a risk. Smart, like I said, when you attack something with an anti-air, assume it's going to die and build another. Smart move by red. I agree with that. He's playing very well. A little interesting unit choices, but other than that, I think he's playing very solidly. Builds his own Neo Tank. I mean, you can have 3 or 4 mechs, but a Neo Tank is scary, dude. Unless it's on a road, it's going to beat those mechs. So, bam! Neo Tank comes in. Bang, bang, bang. Wow, look at all these art. Okay, he really wants these anti-air because these copter spam has really got him off guard. Which is understandable. Will the mech attack here? I don't know. Looks like not. Pretty solid foundation though. It's probably gonna get another Urban Blight soon. Front shifting black over here. Smart move. He overextended. He's like, he burned his hand on the stove. Don't do it again. You learned your lesson. If you keep attacking and doing the same thing over and over again, it's the definition of being a dum-dum. Not insanity, being a dum-dum. So, and smart, because the copters, he's like, he knows there's anti-air. Maybe there's no anti-air over here, but Red's a step ahead. He's like, yeah, there's probably going to be front shifting copters. I'm going to get that. So, he sees this copter actually. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he can kill it. He can straight up kill that copter. Easy. Might as well. Okay. Whoa, that's a really aggressive Neo tank. There's an Urban Blight coming and there's a city there? Okay. I'm not sure if I'm on board with that. It's gonna kill off one copter though. There's 2 more over here. Okay. Okay. Interesting. That's gonna get blasted. Still looking pretty equal, but this Neo tank doesn't have much coverage. It's covered by this anti-air, but okay. Just seems a little dubious with an Urban Blight coming. Boom, bang, blank. Kills off the anti-air as expected. Kills off the copter. Urban Blight incoming. It doesn't do that much damage, but I'd be worried about that Neo tank. He knows it's there. Reveals everything in the way. So now, gonna get 2 copter smacks. How much is it gonna do? 3, 4? 3? Boom. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no. I don't even think he can kill one of the copters. These copters just did 14,000 in damages and there's no counterattack. Oh no. That's not good for Red. That is not good for Red. And this is blocking just like a final FU, like, yeah, no shot. Even if he had a small chance of killing this recon. How would he even do it? Anti-air attacks here. Other anti-air attacks here. 2 anti-airs would probably kill, plus an infantry. And then this 5 HP would knock that down to like 2. But he's not even gonna allow that. He's like, nah, my APC's gonna block. Another double time. Okay, attacks the anti-air. Oh my god, this APC is actually doing work. It blocked all his units. That's wild. This Neo tank is like, help me! Help me! Feed me, Seymour! That's not what it's saying. But we can imagine. It's like, help me! Run! Run! But he lost so much value though. He ends the turn below in unit value. He's ahead in unit count, but very low in unit value. You don't like to see that. And they're equal income. So before he could justify, hey, I'm behind in unit value, but I'm ahead in income. Now there's no justification. And they might chase down like that Neo tank and kill it like a dog. Like a dog! Like the dog he is. And then this Neo tank's like, bye-bye, I'm coming in, boy. Boom, bank, blank. Oh no, how's he gonna stop this cap even? Oh no, and then he gets a first strike on the copter! This is looking really bad for Red now. Okay, if he had a victory march, steal that, and he could steal that. Oh man, that would have been so good if he had one. And, oh, not quite that one, but... These double times, man. These double times. Oh, Black is looking very scary right now. What can Red do? He needs a counterattack down here. Black is all in over here. He's got more units and everything. And he's going to capture this property looking like it. I guess this anti-air can interrupt. So he can stop it. Okay. Okay, he's going to... Yeah, he's going to sack the anti-air to stop it 1 extra turn, but I don't know if that's enough. Nice. Okay, got to heal up the Neo tank. He's saving up money. It looks like he wants to buy a Neo tank next turn. But now, Black is mopping up the schlop. Neo tank's front shift. He's front shifting back and forth. He's keeping Red guessing. Now Red's like, oh, everything's over here. I got to stay back. And then Black's going to attack over here, and Red's going to be caught off guard. This might be very brutal. Smart front shifting. Neverlock is doing a very good job front shifting. Hats off to him. What can Red do here? He sees the knee attack. Now he's like, he didn't see it before. He's like, oh, I can attack into that. No problem. Yeah, let's do it. Mine's 4p over. I thought your Neo tank was, okay. This is going to be a brutal Urban Blight. Builds a bomber. Okay. When there's a wish, there's a way. When there's a wish, there's a way, I guess. I mean, I guess that's what they tell the people who have... Never mind, I'm not going to say that. That would be awful. Anyway, if there's a wish, there's a way. Boom, one shot. Oh, God. 4K income advantage on the low-income map. Urban Blight. One shot. Oh, God. This is just... And even... I stopped the comp tower cap. Or any attempts at a comp tower. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. This is looking ogre like Shrek. Like Shrek 17 or whatever they're at. Oh my god, this is so over. Good game. Whew. I think Sidewinder played pretty strongly at the beginning. I think the beginning of the end was the first artillery on the weak side, but he treated this like his strong side, but he never used the mech fairy that I talked about in the beginning of the game. And in fact, he didn't even bring a copter until day 16? So he kept fighting and fighting, but Black just had more units. He had 3 producing bases. He had 1, 2, and this airport. So not bases, but 3 producing properties versus 1. And you just cannot sustain that. I don't care if your infantry is stronger. It's just not sustainable. And the thing about mechs, they get to the front lines quicker, etc. They're cheaper. You can't front shift them. Once they go over here, this mech is not going to make it over here. There's no black boat in the middle. CPC will die if it goes in the middle in this zone over here. Can't fresh shift them. Smart move by Black. Recognizing, hey, there's a lot of mechs over here. All out baboon attack at the bottom. Smart heads up move. Red had so much advantage over here. Once Black realized he couldn't fight into this and backed off. See both of them back off? Like, this is going to just win. Black did overextend here temporarily, but he learned his lesson. Front shifted beautifully, attacking at the top. Front shifted again at the bottom over here. And at that, the game was over. But well played by both players. Sidewinder made this game very close. He definitely had some advantages at several points throughout the game. But that Urban Blight, man, super strong. And Sidewinder's front shifting shenanigans are just too strong. So hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys were entertained. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.